Good morning, class. Now we are starting with the chapter 15 of English literature, that is Harry Potter Learn Quidditch. Now you will find the meaning of this term and you will give it to me. Or otherwise, later on, definitely I'll tell you. But first, you find the meaning. So, first, we will have Harry Potter is a very famous character, especially among the children, and this story is about Harry Potter. The theme of this chapter is physical activities and sports, and the writer of this chapter is Joan Kathleen Rowling. So, first, we will have an introduction of the writer and then about the chapter, and then I'll read the chapter and explain it to you. Jane Kathleen Rowling is a renowned British author who has won millions of hearts with her Harry Potter series. All of you must be aware that all the books of the Harry Potter series, now the movies are also there on all the series. The idea of Harry Potter struck her while she was waiting for a train. The roller coaster ride of Harry's life touched so many people that many movie adaptations were made after the release of the books in many different languages. The adaptation of this book in the form of movies were released. So the very famous Harry Potter series was given by Joan Kathleen Rowling. Now, what is this chapter is about? Because you know that Harry Potter series is a very large series, very long, and here you just have a chapter. So, what is this chapter all about? What is mentioned in this chapter among all the incidences that took place in the life of Harry Potter? What if one day you open your eyes and find that you have turned into a wizard? How would you feel? The following extract from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone shows how a young wizard discovers the joys of his magical world. The other characters in this extract are Ron, Harry's friend, and Oliver Wood, Harry's mentor. I guess all of you must be very much familiar with all these names, even though I'm not. So now I'm reading the chapter and I'll explain you the things. Harry had a lot of trouble keeping his mind on his lessons that day. So here they are describing about a particular day, as you all aware that Harry was studying in a school where he was learning the magic tricks. So this is the incidents which is described here of a particular day, and on that day Harry was not able to concentrate on the lessons that were being delivered in his class. He was not able to keep his mind there. It kept wandering up to the dormitory where his new broomstick was lying under his bed or straying off to the Quidditch pitch where he had he would be learning to play that night. And why he was not able to concentrate on the lessons or what is taught to him in the class, what was the reason? Because he was wandering in the dormitory. Now the meaning of the word dormitory is given here: a large room with many beds, usually in schools and colleges. all of you must have heard, or all of you must have seen the hostels. So what is there? A large room. Instead of having separate rooms, a large room was there, and a number of beds are kept there so that all the students can stay there together. Okay. So he was wandering in that dormitory where his new broomstick. All of you must have seen the magical broomstick of Harry Potter. So there in the dormitory, his new broomstick was lying under his bed, and that was the reason he was not able to concentrate. He was not able to focus on his lessons, or straying off to the Quidditch pitch where he would be learning to play that night. Or he must be straying off to the Quidditch pitch means a sport that is played with the broomstick, uh, and the goals will be counted. So that is a kind of game that he would be learning to play at that night. And he was trying to learn to play that game with the help of that broomstick that night. He was bolted his dinner that evening without noticing what he was eating, and then rushed upstairs with Ron to unwrap the Nimbus 2000 at last. Now, the meaning of bolted his dinner means ate his dinner quickly. And he was so much energetic, so much enthusiastic about that broomstick that that night he ate his dinner even so quickly without noticing what is there in his plate, what he is eating. And then, very soon after finishing his dinner, he went upstairs with Ron to unwrap the Nimbus 2000 as fast as he could. Wow, Ron sighed as the broomstick rolled onto Harry's bedspread. And now, when they opened it, what was the reaction of the Ron? Wow, means it was very good. And they opened and rolled it over the bed of Harry. Even Harry, who knew nothing about the different rooms, thought it looked wonderful. So this was the broomstick that Harry got, and there were a number of broomsticks of various kinds, but Harry was not aware of them. But even then, it looked wonderful to him. Means you can compare the things, that if something is really wonderful or great or beautiful or not, when you have certain other things also. But if you have only one thing, and if it is so very attractive or very much magnificent, then you need not other things to compare it, or to say whether the particular thing is beautiful or wonderful, it is or not. So though Harry was not aware of the other different rooms, but it looked wonderful to him. Sleek and shiny with a mahogany handle. Mahogany is a tree. It is mentioned here, a reddish brown timber. So the timber means the wood that has been taken from that mahogany tree. It was attached with that broomstick, and it was sleek. Sleek means you can say thin and shiny. It had a long tail of neat, straight twigs and Nimbus 2000 written in gold near the top. So here it is all described about the looks of that broomstick, how that broomstick was looking. So it has a long tail of neat straight twigs, the threads that are there, and Nimbus 2000 written in gold near the top.